So on today's fun, cleaning up my edges here, taking all the remnants of the old pan off. And then grinded off the big booger welds that they had from the factory. So I think what I'll do is I'll go through and weld up all the little holes that I made from the spot weld remover. Couple across there. That's actually not a, that goes to that vibration dampener or whatever you want to call it, the piece that hooks to the floor, because this side of the, well actually both sides, but they go under the bracket that goes to the damper. So I had to remove that, and unfortunately I had to remove it in a couple different pieces here. That's okay though, because I can tack it back together. No big deal, no harm, no foul. They have big funky booger welds around it anyway, so you'll never know the difference. So had to remove that to be able to get all the remnants out from under this section for, let's see, that would be this corner here. So that's where I'm at. I'll go ahead and spot weld all these little holes shut that I made with the spot weld remover. That way when I punch my holes around the perimeter of that, I'll have something solid to go against, and I won't have to weld anything from the bottom once I get it all together, because, you know, just like certain ones, like over in this area here, you won't be able to get to. I mean, you'd be able to get to these from the bottom, but these inside that torque box, you wouldn't be able to get to those. Alright, I'll get back with you, let you know, see how it's going. Alright, and just like that, got all the holes plugged up, cleaned up. So gotta clean up that area, the wire brush there, and spray it with the encapsulator. And then start getting the pan in place, knock some holes around the edge of it where it can be tacked in. Alright, I'll be back. Okay, weld through primer on, torque box sprayed with encapsulator, frame rail sprayed. Moving on. Okay, so got it welded in the corners here, there, so now I just have to go in and do all the spot welds around the edges. But that was the way to go, in my opinion. Get rid of that whole crusty section. I still have to drill my hole for my seat belt. I still got to cut it off of the old piece. The old seat bracket face there. So cut that off, and when I get the car up in there and spun around, I'll weld that back on the bottom. I'll go ahead and mark my hole over here using that as a template. Mark my hole, have it drilled out. Alright, that's where I'm at. And get this thing tacked in here. That way it's done. And then I'll probably work on this one up here. This actually took quite a bit longer than I thought it was going to. But like I said, that was the better way to go. Instead of doing a little patch, it's a lot nicer. Alright. I'll see you later. Night night. Oh yeah, would you look at it? Just look at that. Still have to clean up the welds, but I figure I'll do that after I get this one up here situated and welded in. And I'll do the little grinding all at the same time. But it's in. That little burn on my hand right there, see it? Right on the, right there. So I was in there and I was welding, I lost my balance, and that was still hot. So anyways, oh what fun. Night night. Okay, so after a little work over here, I went and ate some dinner. I got that piece in place. I went and had some dinner. I came back and cleaned all this up. Had a rotted out piece here in this little section right here, but I went ahead and replaced that while I got it apart here. And then this was the remnants of the old floor pan. Got it off. So now I'm clean up in there, so I can re-weld that to the firewall on the pinch weld there, or whatever you want to call it. So that's where I'm at. Get ready to shoot some primer on the weld through primer on the back of that in the areas I'm going to be welding. Get it back in place, and then probably will cut on this side with it in place, and then pull it back off, put it back on for the last time there, and stitch it across here. Throw a couple plug welds in here. I did go ahead and weld these holes shut that I had along here, except for this screw hole here that kind of holds my panel in place, same as his. And then I think what I'm going to do is this holds it in place, so I'll go under and I'll find these other spot weld places and shoot a screw here and here and here, so I know where I need to be on that, if that makes sense. So that's where I'm at. I need to spray a little bit more of the encapsulator right here, but other than that, that's where I'm at. I'll get back with you. Alright, Saturday about 8:30. Got that one done. Started in on this one here, and I'm sneaking up on it slowly. I don't want to warp the metal where it doesn't turn out nice. So this is where I'm at. Going in between. Started out like 2 inches apart. Now I'm down to, I don't know, maybe an 1/8 inch apart. But getting them slowly. So that's where I'm at. I got this pan in. Like I was saying before, this one here, let me see if I can. So this one here is at the cross member. So you won't see that cross member there. So you won't see that seam at the back side of it. But the cross member has a few holes in it, so I'll be able to spray the back side of that weld. And then down the tunnel there, I'll be able to clean all that up at the back side of it. Make it nice. Hopefully make it look like they had never been there. It's getting there. Alright, that's what I wanted to show you. I'm getting ready to get out of here. Go in the house. Come back out tomorrow. Mess with it some more. Excuse me. Night night. Alright, so I spent a significant amount of time out here Sunday, and I am done. So remember, I got that installed. This is now installed. I had to make a patch for there. Still need to make one for that. Still need to weld the lip over here. But I got the plugs on the frame rail. The old stitch weld across there and there. Took my time with that one so it can clean up nicely where you won't be able to see it on the tunnel no more. And then I started removing other pieces that have to be replaced. Clean my screen here. Hold on. Okay. So this was, I don't know if you remember, but it was rotted over on that edge. Along that edge it was rotted, and then down at the bottom. So, just cut me a piece out. I'll flatten it out and cut it out like that. And then I can add this lip back to it after this piece gets in. So that's that. And then this is the piece that goes down here. Got that all cut out. And then just like the other side, that end cap that goes here, I got it out too because it was pitted and crusty. So that's 3 more pieces there that I'll have to make. And then once I get them 3 done, I got that one cut out already. I've been holding off on it until I come down here on the bottom to work, because I have to sit on the ground to do that, and I don't want to. But anyways, get this piece done, this piece, that end cap, this back in, weld the holes closed that were the studs for the bottom, and then I'll have to repair that. So getting down to the nitty-gritty. I say maybe another week or so, and I should have this side of the car buttoned up, and then I can finally flip it over, start doing some stuff on the bottom, like that torque box on that side, and then under the fender up there. A little bit here, a little bit there. Eventually this car will be rust free. Yeah, I think that turned out pretty nice there. But anyways, I'll have to repair this little piece here. It had a lip that come down through here. Anyways, looks like the tack weld or something's off of that. Yeah, it is. So I need to probably drill that out and clamp it back on and re-weld it on there. But here we go. This is it. I'm done for the day. Out of here. My mess is cleaned up. Alright, night-night. Alright. So back at it today. If you don't have a metal brake, like I don't, I use my bench. Piece of steel. Some clamps. And I'm working on making this piece here. I got this little bend right here to do. So just wanted to show you that. Alright, I'll get back with you. Alrighty. So after a little refining and hammering and putting it out to the template. This is what I came up with. Just gotta get it welded in now. But, not too bad, not too shabby. Pretty close right there. Make a little grind on that lip and cleaning it up a little bit. Straightening out this little wave here. I think I'll be good to go. Alright, that's where I'm at with it. Get back with you. I'm gonna make this one here and that one there, and I'll get back on here and show you what I come up with. Alright. Alright. This is kind of just a rough outline of those two pieces. I'll get back with you. Okay. That's what I come up with. Let me cut them out. See how this goes. Get back with you. Okay. After doing a rough cutout on it, I laid the template back on and went back around to refine it. I have to put my bends back in it. Alright, moving on to this one. Okay, so my bends back in that for that piece. And this one here, I did cut it a little big, which is fine, so I can trim it to make it fit this side. This side is not that important because it's going to have that lip on it. But that's where I'm at. And the end cap. Wallaba, wallaba, wallaba. Shing shang, babingy bang. Something like that. Alright. Get back with you. Alright. So, been hard at it. Got a lot of grinding to do, and just went ahead and closed up all these pinholes that were up here. Of course, you know, I got that done. That's pretty much all the way done. I just need to do the lip up there, put me some spot welds along that lip, and then that floor pan will be done. I need to rebuild this little lip here a little bit, and I need to rebuild this area, but you got that patch in. Got that patch in. Got that end cap on. So I had a lot going on right here in this area with getting everything lined back up, and you know, 'cause you don't want a bunch of huge seams. So this area over here, it was pretty toasty, to say the least. So with it all said and done, so I had this patch here on this piece, and then this patch that we saw a minute ago from the inside, the floor pan. This end cap rusted off. It was rusted all along the edge here. I know you probably seen the earlier videos. If you didn't, go back and look. Rusted right here. It was pitted real bad. So just replacing the whole section was the best way. Rebuilt that lip that goes along there. And then this section down here was completely rusted off. So got all that done. I still need to do that. I've been not hiding from it, but just haven't made it to it yet, but I will. Sprayed all the inside of this, so it's all encapsulated in there. Shouldn't have to worry about it completely crusting out like that in the future. But anyways, I still have that to do. I did tackle a couple up in here. Had a couple small pinholes here that I closed up. That hole that was there, put a round plug in it, drilled it out, put a round plug in it, and then that one up there, it was kind of weird contoured shape to it, but I was able to like weld it in over on this side here and then hammer it to where it needed to be. So a little bit of grinding to clean it all up, and then I can get to the back side of them too, which is great. So I can spray the back side of them too. I still got that to do, but I'm going to wait until I can flip the car upside down to do that one and the other side at the same time. But all right, creeping up on it here. I'd say another 2 or 3 hours on this side over here, maybe 4, with all the grinding stuff I'll have to do. Then I will be sanding, cleaning up the rocker, that area, grinding everything down, and then shooting epoxy primer on all of it, so I don't have no bare metal just sitting over here waiting to surface rust. And all right, played enough out here today. I'm getting out of here. It was like a patchathon, if that's a thing. A patchathon, man. A plug a hole. No, that didn't sound right. Anyways, yeah. All right. Night night.